Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be looking at the defensive budget beasts in MM21. These are the players with the best stats for the cheapest price that you can get off of the auction house right now. At the beginning of the game, these are definitely kind of high demand, but they're still cheap, and they're really good because you're not going to have a ton of coins to work with, and you're not going to want to spend a ton of coins on your team at this point in the season. But I've got a bunch of really good players right here. So let's get straight into it, starting with cornerback. We've got 4 players here. We've got a Taran Johnson, a Nevin Lawson, CJ Henderson, and Josh Hawkins, a 69 overall. With these cornerbacks and safeties as well, I was looking mainly for speed, looking at pursuit as well, and then looking at either man or zone coverage depending on if they were a corner or a safety. Here, I think the 2 best ones are Taryn Johnson and 74 CJ Henderson. So let's go to the game and take a look at those. Hop over to the auction house and we'll put in CJ Henderson first. He is a 74 overall, so he's going to be a bit more expensive, but he does have a 71, and a 71 isn't bad. 71 has 80 speed and 69 man coverage, which isn't terrible, but the 74 is really, really good. 83 speed, 85 excel, 72 man coverage. It's a very, very good card, and it's not super expensive. As you can see, I'm actually bidding on one right now for 14,000 coins. And there's a bunch up for around 20k. So he's a little bit expensive, but not super expensive. You see one up there for 18k sitting for almost half an hour. So a little bit more on the expensive side, but not too expensive. So there aren't actually any Taran Johnsons on my auction house right now, but I just bought this one earlier, so you can take a look at the stats right here. He's a 72 overall, so he's going to be pretty cheap. He has 82 speed, 81 excel, 68 man, and we can look at the pursuit right here, which is 73, which are all very solid. So before we move on to safeties, I did want to throw in one more cornerback that I didn't put in the original recording, and that is 59 overall Chris Claybrooks, because he has 84 speed. Obviously, super cheap option with pretty much 2 really good stats, or I'll say 3 actually. Speed, acceleration, and agility, 84, 82, and 81 respectively, with those 3 right there. This is an extreme budget option, but he has 1 really good stat, so if you're kind of just starting out, this is definitely a good card to go for. That's going to bring us now to safeties. So the safeties we've actually got 5 of these, and I included 5 because the first one is a little bit unreasonable as a budget beast, and that is Micah Hyde. He's a 74, and he has insane stats. He is also very expensive, so he's a beast, but not much of a budget beast. I still wanted to include him though because his stats are far and away like the best of any 74 or below safety. Other than him, we've got CJ Moore, Jesse Bates III, Gerard Wilson, and Quinn Blanding. The best ones there are CJ Moore and Jesse Bates, so we'll take a look at those right now. So here is the CJ Moore. Look at his stats: 80 speed, 80 excel, 67 zone coverage, really solid right there. And then the Jesse Bates, there aren't any on the auction house, but again, I did buy one as I was looking these up, so we'll take a look at his stats right here: 81 speed, 82 excel, 73 zone coverage, and his pursuit is 72, so those are all really good right there. Moving on to linebackers. First one here, Shaquem Griffin. He has a 68 and a 71. They are both 2 of the fastest low overall linebackers, so if you just want speed, he's your guy. Aside from him, we've got 73 Anthony Barr, 74 Thomas Davis Sr., and 72 Matt Milano. The Thomas Davis is a little bit on the expensive side, but he's still really good, and all 3 of those are really good, so we're going to go ahead and look them up. So first up, the Thomas Davis right here. As I said, pretty expensive. He is a 74. These 2 are both 20 power, but his stats are insane. 75 speed, 77 excel, 74 strength, 79 awareness, 77 tackle, only 57 man coverage, but 73 zone coverage is really good. 75 block shedding, 78 pursuit. I could keep on going. All of his stats are really, really good, and that's, he's probably the best low overall linebacker that you can get. Not really a good budget linebacker, but still one that you should be aware of because he has such good stats. The next one we're going to look up is Anthony Barr. So we'll see what's up for him right here. It's the 73, and I'm actually bidding on this one. 78 speed, 79 excel, 72 zone coverage, and 79 pursuit. Another really, really good card right there with a lot of good stats, not just the ones that I read out. And then the last one is Matt Milano right here. He's got a 72 overall. These ones, again, are a little bit expensive. 73 speed, 76 excel, 75 pursuit. And, you know, I could just keep going. 72 block shedding, 71 zone. All of the stats on all of these linebackers are really, really good. They're a bit expensive. These Milanos, he goes for less than that, I'm pretty sure. But that's what's on my auction house right now. But those linebackers, all of them have really good stats. Moving on to middle linebackers. We've got 72 Avery Williamson, 74 Devin White, who has by far the best speed of any linebacker, but he is quite expensive, and so is the Tremaine Edmonds 74 overall. Both of those cards, really, really good stats, pretty expensive as well. But the good ones here are going to be Avery Williamson, and then especially Alex, I'm going to guess, Anzalone there, but we'll go ahead and look up him. So here is the Alex right here. It's a 73 overall, and he's pretty cheap. There's one that's been sitting for only 20K right there. And you look at his stats, ton of green on the right side, 75 speed, 77 excel, 66 zone coverage, but he has 74 pursuit, 75 tackle, tons of really, really good stats right there. That's going to move us on to the D line. We're going to start at D end. We've got 74 Lawrence Guy, 73 Michael Brockers, 73 Marcus Davenport, and 72 Chase Winovich. The best ones there are going to be Lawrence Guy and Michael Brockers, so let's take a look at those two right now. So here is the Lawrence Guy right here, pretty cheap. Even the 20 power version is down around 17,000 coins. You can take a look at his stats right here. Not great speed, only 60 speed, but he has 77 block shedding, 77 tackles, 67 power moves, 77 pursuit. The big thing here on these D linemen is block shedding, but also strength and the power and finesse moves. And pursuit is good too, tackle is good too, hit power is good. I was looking at all that stuff, but the two main things are going to be block shedding first and then strength. He has 77 of both of those. And then the second one here is Michael Brockers. So let's look him up. Hopefully I typed that in right. I did. He also has a 76. If you want that one, I could actually bid on that for 25K if I wanted to. But his other one, super cheap, only 11K right now. And again, bad speed, but 76 block shedding, 77 strength, 77 pursuit. Really good stats right there. And those two are pretty much the two best Budget Beast DNs in the game. That brings us to the last position, defensive tackle. We've got, I only have 3 in here, but they are 72 Brandon Williams, 72 Linval Joseph, and then 74 Danny Shelton. So we will take a look at the Brandon Williams first. So here is the Brandon Williams right here. Super cheap, 10K actually for him right now. Again, terrible speed, but 80 block shedding, 78 strength, 63 power moves isn't great, but 75 tackles, 73 pursuit, really good. And again, the strength, block shedding are what's big, and he has really, really good stats right there. And the next player we'll look up is Danny Shelton. This is the last player we're going to look up. So we are not looking at the 71. The 71 is decent, but we're looking at the 74, and it only goes for around 20,000 coins. So we'll look at his stats right here. Again, not great speed, but 82 strength, 75 block shedding, 76 pursuit. Really, really good stats right there. And that is going to be it for the defensive Budget Beast. If there are any that I missed or you know about, let me know down in the comments. I will say right now, there were a bunch of players that had really good stats and maybe had better stats than the players I put in, but they were all either not on the auction house or just really expensive. So these are going to be the players with the best stats for the cheapest price, aside from the few that I put in that I said, you know, these ones are a bit more expensive, but those are ones that you should know about because their price will fall, and maybe eventually there'll be players that you're going to want to have on your team. I'm definitely probably going to be filling my team with a bunch of these guys, but for now, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe as always, and I'll see you next time.